Welcome to Make a Path Presents. I'm Ronnie Hayes, and tonight let's talk about The Predator 2018. And this is probably going to be one of the last times I discuss The Predator until we see it coming out September, 14th? Anyhow, the main topic, I want to discuss a bunch of things that are going to connect to each other, but the main thing that's worrying me a little bit now that we're getting closer to The Predator is The Predator losing. Now, The Predator lost in part one, it lost in part two, and apparently some of the main synopsis to this movie is this Predator was genetically modified to come and kick our ass. You know what I mean? Because the other Predators are pissed that we killed two of theirs. Which, again, it caught me as like, okay, that's just the misleading synopsis, right? Because what is the fugitive Predator doing? Why is he even there? Is he only there because you had him working with the good guys? And a lot of fans had some choice words to say about that, so you guys decided to remix the script and cut that part out. But since you already had the fugitive Predator designed and some of it filmed, did he get kept in the movie? Because it doesn't make sense if the genetic assassin Predator is here to kick our ass, right? And get the fugitive Predator. That's kind of like two birds, one stone. Something doesn't make any sense there. Not only that, they spoil the big Predator kicking the little Predator's ass in the damn trailer, which I'm not surprised at this point. But now, not now, and I was in denial before, but now on the poster, they show he gets his head ripped off. You know what I'm saying? What's next? Start putting, just put the movie out. I don't know. That was a stupid joke. Anyway, my point is, though, more and more I'm starting to feel like the big Predator needs to survive whatever happens. Maybe he gets his ass kicked some, but he cannot. He just cannot get killed and defeated. Let's go into some of the footage. I want to show this off for anyone who wants to see this and then leave because they don't like the sound of my own voice. But never mind. Anyway, this is new footage of the Predator being a monster. I can only play a little. Fox goes nuts for some reason, flagging the videos when I put anything longer than 5 seconds in it. But after, and this is new, he knocks the Predator out on the car. Look at this. Rips his mask right off, man. And I put this in the thumbnail. He's the one, apparently. There we go. I paused it. Right on the money. This Predator, the fugitive Predator, shoots out his shoulder cannon, which is, again, that's one of the negatives. I love the old design. This looks like such a little rinky-dink one. Anyhow, he shoots this laser, and apparently the fugitive Predator, even though he has this body armor or some shit I hear about, he dodges a laser. Are you shitting me? That part I kind of didn't like. But again, maybe we'll have to see it in the movie, maybe because we see a clip of the point of view of the big Predator. Maybe once the plasma cannon moves, the big Predator knows his tactics, so he knows he could just duck and dodge. He's about to get shot at. I don't know, but there's a couple pieces of new footage in this if you want to check it out. I will put the link below. I cannot play any more though because they're going to go nuts and flag the shit out of the video. But next up, I did read this in an article, and I do agree, but I kind of disagree normally. But I want to read this just real quick. This is the movie Disney will point to as proof that no one wants high-concept, bloody as hell, R-rated sci-fi movies anymore. This one might be worth supporting regardless of your interest level. And I will say, though, I agree. I disagree with shit like that. We vote with our money, with our wallets. We vote with our money. We vote with our wallets. I was a Star Wars fan growing up. Loved the original movies. The new one, not so good. Then they came out with the second new one, which was The Last Jedi. And in my opinion, it just destroyed everything they built up. If you love it, you love it. I ain't mad at you. But just the story, lame, dull, boring, dumb. And what they did with the original characters, it was borderline a disgrace, a flat out disgrace, but I'm being nice. And I have no interest to see anything Star Wars related from this point on. In my opinion, they just destroyed it and they don't care about it. Disney's just trying to make money. That's all it is. So I usually say vote with your wallets, but in this circumstance, I am saying, if you do have a little bit of interest, go and check it out and support it. At the same time, I understand, because if this is shit, then yes, they should know that by not reaping a bunch of money, because I feel like it's a lose-lose for us fans, because if it's shit and we support it, they'll just give us more shit. You know what I mean? But if it's good and we just kind of support it, we might not even get another one. Which, if anyone in Hollywood is listening, if this flops, it doesn't mean R-rated sci-fi movies aren't wanted. We want them. A lot of fans want them. This just means that this wasn't made to our liking. It wasn't what we wanted. Bottom line, that's it. This one movie. It doesn't mean all R-rated is bad. It means this one movie didn't look good enough to go see in theaters. Period. All right, the toys real quick. This popped up on screen, and this has nothing to do with the toys. It has to do with what we see previewed in the toys. We get these dogs, and I thought that they were using the hounds from the Predators, right? The Predator 3, I think it would be. But these look different, so I don't know if these are in the movie and they took the hounds out. I don't know if these are the hounds and they look nothing like the hounds from Predator 3. Not really sure. I call it Predator 3, but it's Predators. Anyway, so apparently they're still in the movie, which that's a shocker. I haven't heard anyone talk about the dogs, not that I can remember. But one thing up here, this is limited edition, and I remember when I was talking about the trailer, I thought it would be stupid as hell, because they showed it was Halloween. They showed the kid with the mask. They showed the kid with the wrist gauntlet. And I was like, oh, here we go. The kid's going to get the mask somehow. He's going to use it for Halloween. The Predator's going to show up to get it back. And that's how this is going to kick off as far as the main cast and the kid. Because why is the kid even there? And that's how I thought they were going to connect the kid. And I thought, nah, there's no way. That's so stupid. And now look, there's a toy of exactly that. So I'm afraid that's going to be a part of the story. And I did kind of have a theory there was going to be multiple Predators dressed the same, because in the trailers we see this scratched up helmet which the kid has, but then we see another clean helmet on a Predator. We see another clean helmet in the government facility, and they are all the same. We see a Predator with battle damage in different spots compared to another Predator that in the trailer it appears to be the same Predator. Maybe it is, it's just taking place at different times, but with the masks and the battle damage, there's gotta be 2 or 3 of them. There's just gotta be. Here's another just badass image of that. I love that. And here, maybe it is symbolic. Maybe this doesn't happen exactly because there's one scratch here and the other mask had a bunch of scratches in it, but another badass poster. Here is the full suit. I just want to say final thoughts on the suit. I even went as far as buying the NECA figure. For those who don't know, NECA makes a 7-inch, not too small, not too big, but they make an action figure of it, and it is highly detailed, so it looks just like the movie figure, just not as detailed because of its size, and it's only a $25 toy. So the more I looked that over, the more I had it on the shelf in my office, I actually started liking it more and more. And I'm really kind of digging it. Now, my past favorite is always with the classic. Now, I kind of feel like with this outfit, they're going in the direction that is, in my opinion, against. It's the opposite way of what made me love the original outfit and the original design so much. When you think of futuristic and sci-fi, you know what I mean? You ever watch an old movie where they think about what the future is going to be like, and a lot of it seems so silly and wild and out there and too futuristic? Well, this suit reminds me of someone thinking of that. The old suit and the old look was so awesome because it was that combination of the technology mixed with the tribal, primitive, savage outfit. You have a simple mask. It's the cool design. It's simple. It's just boom. I don't even think it has anything on it. It's just the way it's designed. You know what I mean? It has curves to it, but there's no, like, for example, you have all these little vents and buttons and knobs, and here's all this design work and yada, yada, yada. And one thing that made the design of the Predator so awesome, again, for me, was that combination of technology versus how he looked like someone that was from a clan, from a tribe. He looked savage. He looked like, like pictures of Native Americans with staffs and shit like that. I know I said savage and Native American in the same sentence. I didn't mean it like that, but you get what I'm saying. Anyway, so yes, the new design is growing on me, but I will always love the more simplistic. I feel like and keep in mind, with the terry cloths or whatever they are, it just, I don't know, it was such a perfect design. I really wish they did less of this futuristic look and more of what they had with the classic Predator. And again, that could just be personal preference, but in my opinion, I think the older look was better. If they would have kept some of the skirt thing going on and even the cannon here with the back part, I think that all looked better. And then this mask, if they would have kept it with the curves but take out all those vents and then keep just some gold trim around it, I think that would have been 10 times better. Anyhow, but it is growing on me. I do like it a lot. I like it enough to, like, if they had a bust and I was rich, I would get like this, life-size bust. I do like the look. I just feel like my preferred look is that classic one. In another teaser, we see this big Predator doing some gymnastics and flips and shit like that. I think he does a cartwheel when someone's shooting at him. I'm going to see how that plays out, because that shit always annoys me, but I'm going to see how that plays out on the show, or in the movie, rather. And then we see him in some new footage that I can't find anymore, but it looked like he was green and bloody, like this was towards the end where he was taking some battle damage. And I think this is probably the moment where I thought really, really that he needs to survive. It would be silly as shit to kill him off. And again, I'm loving some of the changes and some of the newer designs with this Fugitive Predator, with the dreads especially. I think that's one of the biggest changes right away. And here's some of the older footage, and this connects with what I was talking about different Predators having the same mask, the same armor. These Predators had similar arm gauntlets as the new design, and then their bodies were a little different. There's one, like, you can tell. Look at this part of the mask, and then look at what we're definitely getting. That is the same Predator mask. And in this image, you can see he doesn't have his mask on. He's the one that was standing up. But this one here, this is Mr. H Review's thumbnail. I can't find an image of this myself, but you can tell this is the mask that they actually went with, which is right here. So in the beginning, they came out with these stories of the Predator working with the good guys, and we have this assassin Predator coming. So doesn't that sound like what the original script is? And then when the fans went nuts when they heard about it, they changed it to a fugitive Predator, so that way the Predators fight each other and the humans are kind of like on the sidelines or just caught in it and they have to fight too. Part of me is getting really worried that the original idea got chopped at a certain point. They had to, even while filming it, they rewrote and remade some of the script, and they rewrote around the good Predators working with, the humans. And we got this. And then even after that, they filmed the ending in the daylight. And I hear they went back and filmed it at nighttime, because obviously nighttime it just looks more scary and has that more scary vibe. Fighting a Predator during the daytime just doesn't look as scary. And there's some footage too in some of the behind the scenes stuff where they're fighting and it looks like it's in a downtown area and it's during the day. So I think some of that footage got cut. And he said it's literally just, Shane Black, the director, said it's literally just the difference between filming it during the daytime and then filming it at nighttime. Look at this. I cannot stop looking at this. I'm stuttering because something is wrong here. This looks like they were filming from the waist up and they knew they wouldn't film this, and it looks like cardboard that was painted to look like what the shin plates would look like. Don't it? I mean, that's not that. I don't know. Something is off here. Sometimes they do that. They'll put on really cheaply made parts that are lightweight that they can move around with on some costumes when they're in scenes where they're moving fast, and you'll never tell anyway, even when you pause it. So yeah, that might be what's going on. And look, he doesn't have his arm thing here. So That might be right. He might be, because he's hunting him down with the kid and the woman. I don't know her name. Olivia Munn plays the woman, but he doesn't have his arm gauntlet here. So he might be a predator that, wait a minute, I'm going to go back and look now if the predator who gets his ass, no, this is the predator who gets his ass stomped on the car. Anyhow, I'm thinking that maybe I was right. The predator's looking for his gauntlet and he hunts down the kid in them. Maybe there's a tracker in it. Who knows? But anyhow, back to what I was saying, to kind of talk about all the little things, but to come back around to the main point, I just feel like with the Predator supposed to be the ultimate hunter, we just need a movie where maybe he doesn't win exactly. He doesn't have to kill the main character. He doesn't have to kill the woman. He doesn't have to kill the little child. I don't even know why the kid is there. He doesn't have to kill him, but for whatever reason, let's say he gets away, or I don't know, that he can't die. I feel like if he dies, what are they doing? What are these predators? I mean, should we even fear them? I hear Shane Black recently, even in this new promo right here, he says this is the deadliest or scariest Predator movie that to date that's been made so far. If they keep dying, are they really that scary? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm not sure. I love how some of these scenes look like, though. Oh my god, look at that. He just yanks it off. That looks really orange for some reason. Yeah, some of these scenes, I really dig how they look. He looks like a monster too, and that's where I'm torn, man. Some of this shit looks like it could be really fun, but then when you hear about some of the problems they had and what they wanted to film originally, oh man, I just gotta see the movie already. I gotta see it, and I gotta know if we finally have another really good Predator movie. I still really love Predator 1. It's my favorite. Predator 2, it's good. It doesn't hang in there as one of my favorites. And I don't hate it like some people, but after that, I don't really dig anything else that came out that's Predator. And I really feel like this is one of those franchises where there is a diamond in the rough out there, man. There's somebody with an idea. There's a group. There's a studio. There's people that can just fall back and let them make the damn movie, because we will go out and support a rated R, sci-fi, high concept, whatever you want to call it. We will go out and support it 100% if the trailer hooks us. And there's gotta be something more than the big Predator and that little Predator, because you already revealed way too much with the reveal of the Assassin Predator alone. But he kicks the other guy's ass, and this guy gets his head ripped off on the damn promo poster. If there's nothing else hidden and secret, this is gonna flop. I don't care how cool the story is, because there's nothing else, you know what I mean, that we're going to see that's going to be like, oh my god, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Put your thoughts and opinions down in that comment box. What do you think of everything we have discussed here? What do you think of everything you separately have seen so far about the Predator? Are you excited about it? I can't wait. Even though I'm being a little negative because I'm worried it's going to be shit, I can't wait. I am super excited for this, and I cannot wait to see this in about, 2.5 weeks. Thoughts and opinions down in that comment box. I'm done talking. It's your turn.